Jackie, 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 Jackie. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Corinthian, and in today's video we will be reviewing not one but two products, okay? Two products that have been heavily talked about on YouTube and all across the beauty community. We will be reviewing the Fenty Beauty new Radiant Foundation, as well as Jackie Aina x Anastasia Beverly Hills collab. I was fiending, like I was literally fiending to try both of these products and just to see how it works on my skin, you know, my little chocolate skin or whatever, the foundation, the eyeshadow. And you know, if you want to see my review on both products, do stay tuned and let's get into the video. Let's see what's tea on these products, honey. I went to Sephora and I grabbed the Fenty Beauty foundation as well as the Jackie Aina palette. It's so beautiful, y'all. Like, I was going to split these videos up, but it just makes more sense for me to do two reviews in one instead of having to split the whole video up, because that is a lot. I'm not gonna be swatching it just because like you guys will see the colors once they go on my lid. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna be kind of playing around. Once I started swatching them in the store, I was like, wow, these shades are really, 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 really beautiful. So what I'm thinking is to play with these matte shades and kind of see what I can create. I love this shade, Zam. Like, it's literally giving me Zam vibes. Like, it's so, so, so beautiful, y'all. I'm gonna go in with Edges, which is this like deep orange like shade. It's so pretty. I'm always saying shade, but it's shadow. So it's this deep orange shadow. It's coming up really red. I thought it was more orange than it actually is. So it's coming up really, 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 really red. So far the palette does have a little bit of kickback, but that's not a deal breaker for me. Like, I mean, it's eyeshadow. I don't know what people expect. So like, I'm not crazy about like palettes and not having fallout or kickback. It is what it is for me. Just pick up the lighter orange shade right here and Ginger. Credit and Big Wigs. So Big Wigs and Credit, I'm mixing them together and I'm just like packing them in and blending them out into my crease. I do want to say these shadows performed exceptionally well, but honestly, Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows always perform well. Like, I never really have a problem with them. I go in with Sponsored because it's really pretty. Overall, it is a beautiful palette. You know, it's nice to see a Black woman collab with such a major brand. I didn't have to work with the shades that I had. I could pretty much use anything in this palette, which is huge because, as you guys know, as dark skin women, it is tough to find shadows that do work, or when you get a palette you have to kind of play around with it and see what works for you and what doesn't. So I was able to use all, which was a plus for me. And there was a little bit of kickback, but that's not a deal breaker for me. And I do want to say I am so proud of Jackie. She's probably not going to see this, but like, the first Black influencer to collab with such a major brand. As you guys know, it's not a lot of inclusiveness in the beauty community, so this is just very, very, very nice to see. For foundation today, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I'm actually really, really excited to try out this foundation. While I love the shades from the matte foundation, I am a dry girl, so I quickly realized that it wasn't gonna work for me because my skin is dry and the matte foundation was very, very, very dry. So it didn't work for me. If you have oily skin, it will work for you. So I am so, so, so excited to try this. I did get this in the shade 450, which is what I got my last foundation in. Okay, so it's super pretty. I do like this packaging better because the other one was glass, and if it fell, that means it broke. And so is my last foundation. If it falls, it's gonna break. So I do really, really, really like, wow. do really like this new packaging. I think it's very handy. You can just throw it in your bag and not have to worry about it spilling in the bag or anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. It's a primer as well as a setting spray. 2 pumps on the back of my hand. This will start with 2 pumps, so it is coming up really orange. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but it is a bit orange. And this was the foundation that matched me the best. So what I can say straight away is this foundation is very light wear. Like, it's not giving me like, so far it doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. It almost feels like I'm putting on a moisturizer in the weirdest way. Wow, I'm looking so orange, guys. I promise it's not this orange in person. Okay, so other than the fact that it's coming up like really orange / red on camera, I'm liking the foundation so far. As far as the consistency, I'm getting really like skin vibes, so it's like kind of melting in my skin. It's almost like it's melting into my skin. Because it doesn't give that complete full coverage vibes, I am still able to see a little bit of my imperfections on my face. So like a little acne right here, a little bit. I see them peeking through. But as you guys can see, I'm looking very like glowy on camera, and I'm just looking very radiant. I do this because I like the dewy, so I could do this. If you're a dewy girl, you will like this foundation. So I'm just gonna finish the rest of my face really quickly. I'll leave all the products down in the description box because this video is only about 2 products specifically. Everything else I will leave in the description box. So if you're wondering what else I'm using on my face, just check the description box. So I will be back to give you guys my final review on the foundation as well as the eyeshadow palette. This is the finished look. I'm actually really loving this foundation. I'm loving how glowy I'm looking, how radiant my skin feels. I actually don't feel like I have any makeup on at all. Like, y'all probably think I'm dragging it, but my skin feels amazing. Like, I literally feel like I have nothing on. I can't attest to the fact that it's long wear because I haven't done the wear test yet. So I will check in with you guys before I take off my makeup so we can see how I'm looking then. But as far as everything else it claims to do, foundation claims to be hydrating, medium to full coverage, long wear, and light as air. It's definitely light as air. It's definitely hydrating. Like, my skin, like I said before, feels great. I would say this is more so a medium coverage, not full, because I feel like you can still see some of your imperfections. But it's definitely buildable. If you're somebody that does like the full coverage look, you can definitely build up the foundation. But pretty much I'm actually really loving this. I'm happy she came out with this foundation because the other one just wasn't happening for me, honey. I'm a dry girl, so it wasn't, my skin just wasn't going for it. But this definitely feels good on my skin. It blended well with the rest of my products. Like, I didn't have a problem blending it out. I do feel like this foundation oxidizes. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video, but it does oxidize. Oxidizing meaning that it does get darker when it sits on the skin for a little bit. So yeah, I'm not getting any separation, which is great. That's what I look for. I'm not getting any oil breaking through. I'm not a very oily girl. Here and there I will get oily in my T-zone, but I'm not getting any of that right now. When I do the wear test, I will come back and check in with you guys. That's obviously before I take my makeup off. So the time now is 3:22. I'll be back around like 9ish to just give this foundation some time to set in and we can see how it looks. So far it's a yes. Pretty much it with this foundation. I do really like it, so it's a yes for me. Yeah, so yes for me. Okay, brand recommended. It says go and get it. I do like this palette. I like the fact that I did not have to figure out what I was gonna do. When I saw the palette, I immediately knew like, okay, I can play with all the colors in here, and that's not something me as a dark skin girl experience a lot. Typically I have to work with palettes, and then this one I could have pretty much did any look, and this is what I chose. So I do like the colors. The pigments are very nice. Like I explained before, they do get a little chunky, so I would suggest using your finger to apply the pigments. Yeah, and then the palette is beautiful, the pigmentation is great, and I mean, Auntie Jackie made the palette. Like, come on, just go copy it. It's like, it's a good palette. And then the packaging is definitely a plus because it's so pretty. Like, wow, this packaging is like amazeballs. Like, it's so freaking pretty. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did really enjoy this palette. I enjoyed this little look. I feel like this palette is very Jackie like. It explains her for sure. She's more of like the pinkish, you know, and the golds. So this palette definitely gives me Jackie vibes, you know, like it gives me Jackie vibes. My fingerprints are all over. This is so ugly, but yeah, it's a beautiful palette. I think it's worth the money, so it's a yes for me. Ayana had us covered, you know. She was fronting on us dry girls, but she had us covered. Like, we have a radiant foundation. Like, come on. And it looks great. Like, guys, look at my skin. Like, I look good. Like, look at it. I look good. I don't feel like I have anything on. It's great. And then the palette, the pigmentation is great. Like, I didn't get a lot of fallout, so they're both a yes for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. I hope I was able to give you a great review on these products. That way you can decide if you want to get it or you're not going to get it. If you did get these products already, leave it in the comment section. Let's have a little discussion. Do you like it? Don't you? If you're going to cop, if you're not going to cop, why you're not going to cop. Like, let me know. Let's chat. Let's have a little chatty down in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because you know it definitely helps me. Share this video with your aunties, your uncles, your sisters, and your brothers, whomever. And I will catch you guys in my next upload. Bye. Overall, the foundation looks good. I am getting a little bit of separation around my mouth, but it's nothing. I guess it's nothing too crazy. It is, you know, I am getting like, you know, my little smile lines, but I feel like this is something you can't avoid. It happens to me all the time. I don't feel oily, but I feel like I look really shiny on the camera. I didn't really do much. Kind of went to Walmart, ran some errands, so this is how I'm looking. Okay. I would still be able to take pictures. I would still be able to, you know, just a little touch up of 1-2 if I wanted to take a picture or something. But this is how I'm looking. I am tired, honey, so I am going to bed.